In Shirokino, Ukrainian soldiers attacked in return. After this, terrorists asked for ceasefire. Besides Shirokino and in its direction, terrorists fired upon some districts of Opitne, Vodene, Verkhnyotoretsky, Veselivka II, Novolaspis, Starognativka with mortars, artillery and tanks.
After the midnight, invaders used mortars of 220mm caliber. Settlement Spisky, Granitna, Avdiivka were shelled. Settlement Kamenka was shelled with 152mm artillery. On direction to Artemivsk, invaders fired upon Lozove and Granitna settlements.
According to information of ATO headquarters spokesperson in the Donetsk region, this night terrorists used manless aircraft. They conducted intelligence in the area of Smily, Krymska, Smily, Nizhny, Nizhny Zolote, Mariupol, Melikine, Frunze, Krymske, and also in the area of Shirokino. For previous 24 hours, no one of Ukrainian soldiers died, 10 are wounded. It was said by the spokesperson of ATO issues, Andriy Lysenko, during his briefing. And Ministry of Defense of Russia has admitted the fact that Russian soldiers have been detained on Ukrainian territory. Also, officials call Alexander Alexandrov and Yevgeny Menshov ex-soldiers. It was said by official representative of Ministry of Defense Igor Konashenkov. According to him, men were servicemen in armed forces and have a military experience. At the moment of detention, they were not the staff soldiers. Let me recall that 16th of May, in Lugansk region, Ukrainian soldiers had captured 2 Russian soldiers who tried to occupy the strategical breach in the area of Shasty settlement. One of the detained, Alexander Alexandrov, admits that he serves in Special Forces Brigade in the city of Taliati. And Security Service of Ukraine published the video of Russian diversionist interrogation. Both confessed that they are soldiers from Russia and their task was to watch armed forces of Ukraine, local terrorists and Kazakhs. Their base was in Luhansk. Also, they produced the data of the rest of diversionist group.
We invaded territory of Ukraine on 26 of March 2015. We invaded within a 2nd battalion, 220 people. The commander of the battalion, Napolskih Konstantin Nikolaevich, major, citizen of Russian Federation. The 2nd battalion had come within the 3 intelligent groups of traffic connection, drivers of special armament. During the detention, to be honest, I thought that they would kill me. I wanted to explode myself with grenade, but my right hand didn't work and it was impossible to take grenade by left one. So, when I was doing this, Ukrainian soldiers had come and detained me. The media says a lot of different things, true and not true. We listen and watch not everything.
At the moment of detention of Russian soldiers, their colleagues wanted to kill them. It was reported by Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine Pavlo Klimkin to journalists in Brussels.
2 Russian officers from a special unit who were crossed our border with the clear aim of carrying out terroristic acts on our territory. And I reiterated that for me, it's not just a political point, it's a moral point. Because actually, our militaries brought them both to safety.
The note was sent to Moscow again by Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine on account of participation of Russian soldiers in conflict in Donbass. As it was underlined by Ministry, detention of Russian soldiers is indicative of violation of international law from the side of Russian Federation and its aggression against Ukraine. Now Russia doesn't mind the creation of free trade area between Ukraine and EU with the beginning of the next year. It had become known after 3-side consultation in Brussels. European Union and Ukraine had to involve Moscow to these negotiations, which demanded to postpone realization of economical part of agreement for a long time or to change its separate parts. Now Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine Pavlo Klimkin claims that Russia side refused from its demands. Head of Ministry of Economical Development of Russia Alexei Ulukayev confirms this information. Pre-war radio, spy TV set and technologies of modern era. On the International Day of Museums, our channel also organized the excursion at the unique television museum. The visitors not only watched the exhibit items, but also were at the real movie set. Our journalist is ready to tell you more about this event.
Discover the history of the old TV in the International Museum. The first channel hospitably opened the door to all visitors. This is the first Ukrainian television announcer, Olga Danilenko. This is unique rarities TV with magnifying lens Cavan 49 film and television camera, which filmed the first transmission radio before the war. The Soviet tube receivers total 800 exhibits. There are even TV spy glass beads it could look at the attack. We opened this exhibition of retro TV 50s to 90s. The largest in our collection is Verkhovina, Rubin and Kavan 49. Pearl collection is Leningrad. This is the first TV 1951 when television starts in the Soviet Union and in Kiev, including. This is the first model of TV studios broadcasting installation of 50s. In the picture, the history of the television station and Kiev TV tower face Ukrainian TV screen people who started the era of television broadcasting in the capital and different regions of Ukraine. This night, Alina tells that this doll is already half a century, so began the first children's program. In this corner, you can see original grandmother and grandfather, the star dolls. This doll Stepashka and Filia were the main actors in the program Good Night Kids. This transfer actually first appeared on Ukrainian TV. This interactive set everyone can try their hand at driving or service, open the possibility of television technologies and being Studio 70s. I like the TV as they are made. Visitors can share experience in a book review and more, record your video. In free excursion can be booked online on First TV. Olena Tsarenko, Dmitro Babak, News on First.
The biggest in the world flower show is opened in London. Queen of Great Britain has already visited the coloured walks. Traditionally, Elizabeth II, the first visitor of the exhibition. Then, the members of Royal Gardeners community could enjoy these colours and smells, and only then the exhibition will be open for other visitors. This year, gardens, flower beds and even castles with flowers were created by 800 designers from all over the world. It was the United Country newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website firstua.com. Victoria Zabian was working for you in the studio. We wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.